kindly take your seats. Your Excellency, this state ceremony is convened pursuant to Section 19 of the Universities Act, Chapter 210 of the Laws of Kenya, for the grant of a charter to Riara University and pursuant to Article 132(4)(c) of the Constitution for the state investiture of national honors upon the founders of the university. The university has been operating with letters of interim authority as granted on 2nd August 2012 and is now poised for elevation this morning to a fully accredited institution through the conferment of its charter. Riara University is part of the Riara Group established in 1974 by two pioneering educationists, Mr. Daniel Gachukia and Professor Edda Gachukia. Their contributions to education have been widely celebrated, and today, in recognition of their exemplary service, Your Excellency will bestow national honors upon them on behalf of the people of Kenya. Sir, a university charter represents the highest level of certification for universities in Kenya. Riara University has attained this esteemed status under the guidance of the Commission for University Education, the regulatory body overseeing university education in the Republic. Your Excellency, to set in motion the first part of the ceremony, which is the presidential execution of the University Charter, permit me, sir, to invite the Chancellor of the University, alongside the Vice Chancellor, the Chairperson of the University Council, and the two founders, Mr. Daniel Gachukia and Professor Edda Gachukia, to join Your Excellency to witness the presidential assent of the Charter. Your Excellency, permit me, sir, to also extend an invitation to the Cabinet Secretary for Education, the Principal Secretary for Higher Education, as well as the Chairperson and Chief Executive Officer of the Commission for University Education to witness this historic accession. Your Excellency, I now invite the Statehouse Legal Counsel to present the copies of the Charter for Your Excellency's presidential assent. Cabinet Secretary, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you may now kindly take your seats. Your Excellency, sir, may I now invite the Chief Executive Officer of the Commission for University Education to proceed with the second part of the ceremony.
Your Excellency, sir, my name is Mike Curry. I'm the CEO Commission for University Education, and I'm going to read the announcement first. So this is the announcement by the Secretary to the Commission for University Education on the occasion of the award of the Charter to Riara University. On behalf of the Commission for University Education, in accordance with the Universities Act, Cap 210 of the laws of Kenya, I wish to confirm that the Riara Group of Schools wishes to establish the Riara University situated in Machakos County in the Republic of Kenya. The said Riara University has independently applied to the Commission for University Education for the grant of a charter in the manner prescribed under the Universities Act, Cap 210 of the laws of Kenya. The Commission for University Education has visited and inspected the said institution and is satisfied that the objects of the Riara University are consistent with the advancement of university education in Kenya. The Cabinet Secretary for Education is satisfied that Riara University be granted charter and has submitted the said charter to His Excellency the President with recommendations thereon. His Excellency the President is satisfied that the granting of the charter will be of benefit to the advancement of university education in Kenya and has therefore agreed to award Riara University. Your Excellency, sir, I now proceed to read the citation for the Commission for University Education. So this is the citation by the Secretary to the Commission for University Education. Whereas Riara Group of Schools wishes to establish Riara University, situated in Machakos County in the Republic of Kenya, and whereas the said Riara University has applied to the Commission for University Education for the grant of a charter to provide for the establishment, control, governance, and administration of the universities, and for connected purposes in the manner prescribed by the Universities Act, number 42, Cap 210 of the laws of Kenya. And whereas the Commission for University Education has visited and inspected the said institution and is satisfied that the objects of Riara University are consistent with the advancement of university education in Kenya, and whereas the Commission for University Education has submitted draft charter, the text whereof is annexed hereto, to the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, on the said institution, and the Cabinet Secretary is satisfied that Riara University be granted the charter, Your Excellency, sir, it is now my humble pleasure to invite you to read your citation and award the charter to Riara University.
Thank you very much. I think we should be upstanding. Education. Whereas the Cabinet Secretary for Education has submitted to me charter for Riara University with recommendations thereon. And whereas I, William Samoei Ruto, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, am satisfied that the granting of charter will be of benefit to the advancement of university education in Kenya. Now whereof, by this presence, be it known that in the exercise of powers conferred upon me by the Universities Act, number 42 of 2012, I, William Samoei Ruto, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces of the Republic of Kenya, hereby grant the charter annexed hereto to Riara University of Africa on this 19th day of March in the year of the Lord 2025.
Your Excellency, sir, I now invite you, if you don't mind, to pass on the instruments of authority to Riara University. And to do that, Your Excellency, I'd like to invite the Cabinet Secretary Education, the Permanent Secretary Education, and the Chairman to join you on your right. I would also like to invite the Chancellor, Riara University, the Chair and the Vice Chancellor to please join you on your left. Your Excellency, now I would like to ask the person assisting us to help us pass the charter first. And the charter, Your Excellency, is the document, the legal document establishing the university, contains all the commitment that the university has done with reference to how it's going to be run legally. So congratulations, Riara University. Your Excellency, sir, the next instrument to be passed is a maize, which if you look at it, Your Excellency, while it gets to you, you will see it has a lot of symbolism. You will see the Riara logo, the map of Africa, the Riara River itself, and a flame at the top. All this signify Riara's commitment to growth and to driving higher education, not only in East Africa, but also in Africa. Your Excellency, sir, the next is the logo. And the logo is also designed to capture the symbolism of Riara University. As you can see, you see the R, river, and that will be the symbol of Riara University. And the next, Your Excellency, sir, is the seal. And with the seal, Your Excellency, Riara University will be stamping its authority on all its documents to be recognized anywhere else. Thank you, Your Excellency, sir. I would like now to ask you and, sorry. Your Excellency, sorry, I can't see from where I am behind here. Yes, indeed, there is more, and there's one more. The accreditation report. The accreditation report contains the documentation of what we have approved at the Riara University, all their programs, and the recommendations that we have made for their improvement. So Your Excellency, sir, will be following up to make sure these are implemented fully. I believe that's now the final one. Your Excellency, I would like to ask you to take your seat together with the Cabinet Secretary. The other group can stay behind, sorry. The other group, if you don't mind, just stay behind a little bit. Because we are going to have the, thank you very much. We're going to invite the person to do the prayer for the instrument. Yeah, please come.
Remain seated for this prayer. Lord our God, we thank you each of these instruments of the Charter. Pronounce your blessings on the mace, symbol of institutional authority, seal, symbol of authentication, logo, symbol of unique identity, all the legal documents written, institute authority into this university. Grant that we all may forever align to the values of Riara University of Africa, greater values of this great Republic of Kenya. That each ceremony we hold using these instruments be meaningful, impactful, and definitive.
Thank you, and we pray all this in the great name, only Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Thank you very much. Riara Group, you may take your seat. And I would like to pass over the other next part of the ceremony to the Master of Ceremony today. Thank you very much.
Excellency, as we bring today's ceremony to a close, we pause to honor the extraordinary legacy of the founders of Riara University, visionaries who have served this nation with unwavering dedication, various capacities for 7 decades, 70 years, and who until today had not received any other national honors. In recognition of their exemplary contributions in deepening access to education, Your Excellency has, on behalf of the people of Kenya, to confer national honors upon Mr. Daniel Gachukia and Professor Edda Gachukia, whose lives have been a testament to service, excellence, and patriotism. Formal conferment of the national honors has been notified through a special special issue of the Kenya Gazette, published on the 14th day of March in this year of our Lord 2025. Excellency, to facilitate the conferment and in keeping with the constitutional traditions for state investiture of honors, permit me now to invite the Chief of Defense Forces to take his place at the conferment arena. Your Excellency, to facilitate the conferment of these national honors, on behalf of the people of Kenya, I most humbly invite Your Excellency to take your place at the arena. Permit me now to invite the State Master of Ceremony to read the citation for Mr. Daniel Gachukia.
The Order of the Burning Spear. The second class, Elder of the Order of the Burning Spear, EBS. The history of Kenya's education sector is incomplete without the mention of Mr. Daniel Gachukia and Mrs. Professor Edda Gachukia, a powerhouse of a couple whose vision, dedication, and relentless pursuit of excellence has complemented government's efforts in fostering access to education in Kenya. And to the first state awardee, Mr. Daniel Gachukia. Mr. Daniel Gachukia has demonstrated exceptional leadership in service to Kenya's education sector, significantly contributing to its growth and transformation. As a self-made entrepreneur, retired diplomat, and dedicated educator, he founded the Riara Group of Schools in 1974, whose success culminated in an establishment of Riara University in 2012. Group has become a pillar of excellence in Kenya's education. His contribution to the sector extends beyond his family enterprises. Mr. Gachukia's work with the Kenya Private Schools Association and various education boards has further solidified his impact on shaping quality education in Kenya. His distinguished career in public service, particularly in diplomacy and protocol, has further exemplified his commitment to Kenya's development agenda. A graduate of Makerere University, the class of 1956, Mr. Gachukia's journeys embodies the transformative power of education. Mr. Gachukia's unwavering dedication to education and public service makes him an admired figure in Kenya and beyond. He is awarded the Elder of the Order of the Burning Spear, EBS.
Your Excellency, sir, I have the distinct honor to present to you Daniel Gachukia, conferment and thereafter handover of the national. Permit me again to invite the ceremony to read for
Professor Edda Gashukia. Professor Edda Gashukia has made an extraordinary contribution to the educational and gender equality sector in Kenya through her lifelong dedication to empowerment and leadership. As a visionary educationist, she, together with her husband, Daniel Gashukia, co-founded and has led the Riara Group of Schools and Riara University, impacting thousands of Kenyan students and ensuring access to quality education. Our advocacy for gender equality has been instrumental in shaping key policies and organizations, including the National Council of Women of Kenya, Maendeleo ya Wanawake, and Federation of African Women Educationists. Professor Gashukia's pivotal roles in national commissions such as the Task Force on Free Primary Education have helped drive systemic reforms, promoting education opportunities for all, particularly for women and marginalized communities. Her unparalleled commitment in his illustrious career spanning of over 70 years has continually nurtured, empowered the next generation of leaders through education and gender equality, making her a distinguished and revered figure in Kenya and beyond. She is awarded the Elder of the Order of the Burning Spear, EBS.
Your Excellency, I now present Professor Edda Gashukia for the conferment and thereafter handover of the National Honor Certificate. Your Excellency, sir, may I now invite you to graciously retreat for the rest of the program. Thank you, Excellency. Your Excellency, sir, permit me now to invite the founder, Edda Gashuk, Order of the Elder of the Burning Spear, make marks of the
Your Excellency, Sir, Dr. Sir William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, members of the Commission for University Education, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, sir, realized after graduating from Makerere University as trained teachers before Kenya's independence, we had a dream of using the power of quality education to transform our then young country, Kenya. My husband and I started teaching at Thika High School. And our love for education developed so deeply because of our strong belief and conviction that we had the higher calling of training the next generation of Kenyans who would shape our country post-independence. This we did with our hearts, souls, and minds, and without a doubt, God's grace and guidance. In 1974, due to our dedication to education, a close friend of ours approached us and informed us that there was a small kindergarten within a residential home that was on sale on Balmoral Road in Nairobi, which later became Riara Road. The kindergarten had less than 20 learners and was only for the children of expatriates. We decided to take over the small school and immediately started admitting Kenyan children from all walks of life. That school now stands as the Riara group of schools, including the Riara Springs Academy, consisting of primary, uh, uh, and they gave the rise to Riara University. Last year, we celebrated the 50th anniversary of the Riara group of schools, and we will continue to celebrate this journey of God's faithfulness. In this regard, by awarding a charter to Riara University, just as we are celebrating the golden jubilee of the Riara group of schools, is therefore deeply meaningful to us, and we cannot adequately convey our gratitude to you, Your Excellency, sir. Our contributions to education in Kenya and in Africa obviously go beyond the Riara group. We were, for example, deeply involved in the establishment of the Statehouse Girls Center and School that continues to give access quality education to thousands of underprivileged Kenyans. We have also served in many councils and task forces, including the task force on free primary education, which I was privileged to chair under the guidance of the late President Mwai Kibaki. And I'm delighted to see that our recommendations were implemented, including those of other task forces that I participated in. The only report that I feel a bit sad about is the report of the David Koech Commission that we submitted to the government in 1999. Most of the recommendations that we came up with were not implemented, and I hope that Your Excellency, you can look at the David Koech report as you continue to implement CBC and other programs. That aside, my husband and I feel a deep sense of gratitude, knowing that we have served our country well, and thousands, even millions of Kenyans have been impacted by the Riara group. In this regard, please accept our heartfelt and sincere gratitude. Your Excellency, sir, for accepting to award a charter to Riara University. We have waited for this charter for so long, and we are deeply grateful to God that we are still alive to witness this moment. We have, together with a highly dedicated team for whom we are truly grateful, spent countless nights pushing to meet the requirements and praying to God Almighty that we get to see it this day. A special thank you must be to Dr. Wilfred Kevoro, our outgoing chancellor, who walked this journey with us with unwavering dedication. And in the same breath, we convey a very warm welcome to Ambassador Dr. Jedai Fraser and our incoming Chancellor. Karibu sana. We also must acknowledge and sincerely thank the Board of Trustees, Council members, our Vice Chancellor, Professor Robert Gateru, our DVCs, Senate, heads of departments, and the entire Riara University fraternity for their outstanding and exceptional dedication since the year 2012. Believe it or not, that's when we set up Riara University. Your Excellency, you actually have given us and the future scholars of Kenya the most meaningful gift that we deeply treasure. We assure you, Your Excellency, that the Riara group of schools and the Riara University will continue transforming lives and communities for the next 50 years and beyond. Please accept our blessings and prayers for God Almighty to continue guiding you as you lead our great nation into the future, as you secure that future for the generations that will come after us. Thank you very much indeed. Asante sana, and may our Almighty God bless you.
Excellency, sir, I now invite the Cabinet Secretary for Education to make his remarks. Hereafter, invite you to address this congregation.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, William Ruto, allow me to ride on the protocol already established to express my deepest gratitude for finding time out of the schedule to grace this event. Your Excellency, today marks a significant milestone in the journey of Riara University as we gather for the conferment of cherished status of a fully chartered. This is also a significant milestone that signals the growth of the university subsector in Kenya. Your Excellency, the number of fully chartered universities has increased from 64 67 out of our 79 public and private universities combined. Our 79 universities have enrolled 625,678 students, with private universities being home to 144,494 students. Your Excellency, Riara University, which was founded in 2012, has grown from its humble beginnings to become a symbol of hope, knowledge, and innovation. Internationalization is a key pillar of the National Education Subsector Strategic Plan of 2023 to 2026. I wish to commend Riara University for aligning its academic programs to global best practices. The university has attracted a diverse student body, including international students from Rwanda, Burundi, and Sudan, thereby enriching the cultural and intellectual fabric of the university education in Kenya, and it has enhanced the reputation of our country as a hub for quality education. Riara University Savannah. This signals its dedication to create sustainable linkages with tech industries to nurture innovators who will drive the economic development priorities of our country. Your Excellency, the award of a charter to Riara University today confirms that institution has met stringent criteria reflecting its commitment to providing quality education that aligns with both national and global standards. This process is not merely a formality, but a recognition of an institution's dedication to academic integrity and excellence. As a fully chartered university, Riara is now poised to further its mission of empowering lives and impacting communities. This new status will enable the institution to expand its programs, enhance its research capabilities, and continue to produce graduates who are ready to meet the challenges of our dynamic. May I congratulate the Riara University community, its founders, administration, faculty, students, and alumni for this remarkable achievement. Let this charter serve as both a recognition of past accomplishment and an inspiration for future endeavors. Your Excellency, with these few remarks, allow me to invite His Honorable Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga to speak thereafter.
Your Excellency, President William Samoei Ruto, Chancellor of the University, gentlemen, I want to know why I'm here. I want to begin by saying that I'm coming here as a friend and also a relative of Gachukias. My daughter-in-law, Yvonne, I don't know if she's around, is a foster child to the Gachukias. Junior is around. Yes, this is Junior is the son-in-law to the Gachukias. And I'm therefore very happy to be here. And I want to begin by congratulating the Gachukias for this tremendous achievement. This has shown what you can call real foresight and dedication and hard work, reach where they've reached here. Higher education is something that has been expanding in our country. Now I think it's almost exponentially. First, when I came back to this country, that only the University College of Nairobi, which was then a constituent college of the Makerere University, or University of East Africa. as it were. There was then another campus in Dar es Salaam, which was teaching law. President Nairobi was teaching only engineering. Then thereafter, University College of Nairobi was elevated to a full university, the charter in 1970. From there up to today, the growth has been exponential. Today we have nearly over 40 public universities in our country and so many private universities. This provides opportunity for our people to achieve higher education. But to move from a primary school, Riara school, as you've seen this story, up to a fully fledged university, it's a tremendous achievement. And congratulations. Education is an enabler to development of the country. And a lot of resources are now being spent in providing education in our country. Because we still face serious challenges, things stand today. You know, for example, funding is a problem. You know, for example, that the university students' help is having challenges need to be overcome so that our students can be learning peacefully and harmoniously. But more importantly is to address what the students do when they leave universities. Because as you know, we are churning into the market nearly 1 million coming from different stages of education to the labor market. But then opportunities for employment is not expanding fast enough. The public sector cannot absorb most of the people coming from these institutions. That's why the private sector needs to be the direction that we need to expand. Private sector must be expanded so that it can be able to absorb many of our people who are coming from higher institutions of learning. This is a challenge that government faces and also our own people faces, that people should not just be looking at the public sector for employment. Public sector in our country employs at most 800,000 people. And those positions are not vacant. Vacancies only occurs when people die or retire. It's just about 10%. That means about 80,000 vacancies. And that's why it is important for us to lay more emphasis on the private sector as a major provision or provider of employment to our people. So I am very happy today to be here. And excuse the time to come and be here to see Riara University receiving a charter. I have another challenge with the council, the commission, but that is a subject for another day. May I have now opportunity to invite His Excellency the President come and address you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We can take your seats. Asante sana. First, let me congratulate Daniel and Professor Eda Kashukia for the investitures they have received today, the honors they have received today from the government and people of Kenya. A very well-deserved honor. When I know this function was supposed to happen sometime last week, But I took time. And because I wanted to honor these legends of education in Kenya, I said, let's delay this ceremony by a few days so that I could prepare myself to honor these great Kenyans who have made a big difference in our education sector. And I'm very proud today that we have consummated that function. And that's why it is a delightful privilege to be with you this morning and to preside over this historic ceremony as we issue charter and award the charter to Riara University. The award marks a truly crowning achievement for the founders and leadership of this institution, whose commitments to consistent investment to raise the standard of private education in Kenya is well documented. Therefore, this event is yet another significant milestone in our country's journey to improve the quality and at the same time expand access to quality higher education by strengthening the university sector's capacity to meet the human development needs of an ambitious people, manage the dynamic imperatives of a globalized economy, and address the innovative gaps of our nations and region. When I read the logo of the university, and it was nurturing innovators, it speaks to the realities of the moment. We are here to reaffirm our understanding and remind the world of the indispensable role of education as the key to prosperity, in the sense that it is the foundation upon which we build a strong, dynamic, resilient, secure, and innovative society. Education is also a strong pillar of freedom, democracy, justice, and the rule of law. Bearing this in mind, it is possible for us to better appreciate the evolution of higher education in Kenya, which has been nothing short of remarkable, as being consistent with our nation's disposition and ambition. In 1970, we had only 2 universities, one public and one private, serving about 3,000 students. Today, we have a total of 79 universities with over 570,000 students, 150 of which attend private universities. I have no doubt that this impressive progress was only made possible by the immense contribution of visionaries who dared to dream bold dreams, pioneering entrepreneurs who staked fortune on their conviction, and dedicated professionals who were willing to give new methods, approaches, and systems a chance. Illustrious educationists like those behind the Riara group of schools, of which Riara University is a part, are among the leading lights of this exemplary movement in the private sector. I am honored to have this opportunity of congratulating Mr. Daniel Gashukia and Professor Edda Gashukia for the pioneering role they have played in our country's education sector and done so for many decades. Their work over the past 50 years has positively shaped the landscape of Kenyan teaching and learning, touching thousands of lives and positively affecting the destinies of millions. Your impact and legacy will endure for generations to come. Ladies and gentlemen, I am certain that we all agree that the commendable growth and expansion of our higher education sector must be accompanied by a consistent commitment to the highest standards, as well as intentional, innovative, and forward-thinking strategies in order to align with the endlessly evolving needs of our economy and our society as well. Without this attitude, we shall struggle to fully unlock its transformative potential. With collaboration between the public and private sector, between education and industry, between learning, training, and research, and between communities and educators, our country will advance greatly as a leader in emerging fields of knowledge, science, technology, and innovation. In this spirit, I invite all of us to apply our minds to the critical challenge of unemployment and rise to the occasion by redefining the role of universities, not merely as centers of academic excellence, but equally and crucially as engines of opportunities and innovation. The time has come for us to critically review curricula in order to design programs that equip graduates with the knowledge, skills, and attitudes needed to excel in an increasingly competitive, highly dynamic, and globalized job market. It is no secret that chronic underfunding has been a critical impediment to the ability of our universities to design and implement market-oriented programs that align with the needs of our modern economy. I have disclosed before that by the end of 2022, our public universities had accumulated debts exceeding 120 billion, with 23 of them struggling and on the verge of bankruptcy. However, through determined collaboration, we have developed and implemented interventions to strengthen university governance, democratize their revenue streams, and implement cost-cutting measures. Across the world, institutions of higher learning are moving towards a stronger role in enterprise, with many integrating research, innovation, and production into their core functions. The time has come for Kenya to embrace this model, and through the Kenya Network of Entrepreneurial Universities, which Riara belongs, we intend to engage all universities to implement this program. At present, participating institutions, among them, as I have said, Riara University, are 14 universities, 3 of which are private. In the 2025-2026 financial year, this number will increase to 24, with a long-term goal of incorporating all public and private universities. This transformation is already yielding fruits and results, with clear progress towards sustainability. Our universities have increased their extra budgetary revenues by 9.6 billion, from 42.5 billion to 54.8 billion in the year 2024-2026 financial year. This is strong evidence that by diversifying revenue streams, universities are indeed moving towards financial independence and institutional sustainability. This is good news for learning, teaching, research, development, and innovation. To enhance efficiency in student financing by streamlining loan processing and ensuring timely disbursements, the Government of Kenya has emerged the Higher Education Loans Board, commonly known as HELP, and the Universities Fund. And as I promised last week, HELP released 1.5 billion last Friday, and yesterday an additional 4.5 billion, bringing the total disbursement to 6 billion for students active. So far, HELP has disbursed 36.6 billion in tuition and skip loans, benefiting 418,000 university students and 233,000 trainees in TVET institutions for the year 2024-2025 financial year. It is important, these numbers are important for us to appreciate where our education and funding is. We are going to be spending this year 650 billion. Kenya shillings 650 billion for our education sector. That is 29% of our entire budget. We increased that amount slightly to cover the 76,000 additional teachers we hired in the last 2 years, and also the additional classrooms that we are building. In the last 1 year, we have built 17,000 classrooms across Kenya to facilitate the transition of our CBC program, specifically in the city of Nairobi, where in our informal settlements, we still have the biggest challenge of access by children in informal settlements. Last year, I did an affirmative action for the city of Nairobi and provided an extra 1 billion shillings to build 500 new classrooms. I'm very happy that that process is underway, working with the members of parliament of the city. Additionally, we will be looking at the budget again this year, because in the city of Nairobi alone, we have a shortage of 3,000 classrooms. And we will continuously work towards making sure that even the students in the informal schools find their way into our formal schools. These statistics are very important because they underscore the progress we are making on our journey of guaranteeing inclusive higher education. Ladies and gentlemen, I must briefly mention another key reform underway in our education system, which complements the efforts to improve the relevance and applicability of education, as well as its capacity to offer effective pathways for developing skills and talents of learners. Competence-based curriculum model equips learners with practical and relevant skills, ensuring they transition seamlessly into well-prepared professionals and entrepreneurs ready to power our economy. I want to assure parents that the government has made all the necessary arrangements, and the Ministry of Education is well seized of all the necessary infrastructure, human resource, and materials for learning to move us to complete the CBC program next year, to transition into the next class. We have also provided resources working with development partners to ensure that we build another 1,600 laboratories in schools that do not have those facilities now, so that we can even the playing field, or for that matter, the learning field for all learners, that no learner will look at a Bunsen burner for the first time during an exam, that we must get every child to access a laboratory and to know what goes on in a laboratory before they get to an exam. And progressively, we are targeting schools that do not have such facilities, many of them in rural Kenya and informal settlements. To remain competitive in a global landscape, I encourage our universities to forge stronger partnerships with the private sector and commercialize innovations, develop market-driven programs that equip students with future-ready skills, and leverage technology and digital platforms to expand access to learning opportunities. I therefore urge Riara University to lead the way in mobilizing the necessary resources to actualize its CONSA campus into a center of excellence in technology innovation, not just within CONSA Technopolis, but across Africa. And I hope you will take up that responsibility, Mr. Vice Chancellor. There is a big ecosystem around CONSA. It's part of our digital infrastructure. You're aware we're rolling out close to 100,000 kilometers of fiber optic working with Kenya Power, we've made the decision that while delivering electricity, we must also deliver fiber optic. In fact, we have a bigger footprint of electricity around Kenya. And we decided that we are not going to be digging roads and what we will deliver fiber on our electricity lines. And that process is moving with great speed. And I hope you will be part of nurturing innovators, as you have said in that beautiful logo there. I assure you of the government's steadfast commitment to the growth and development of our higher education sector. We shall continue to design policies that transform universities into hubs of research, innovation, and excellence. And just to mention, I am seriously considering a State Department to deal specifically with research and development and innovation as a way of ensuring that we grow that space because of the tremendous opportunity that exists in innovation and in research. Once again, I congratulate Riara University on this historic achievement. May you continue to bear high the bright torch of knowledge and innovation, and to inspire generations to contribute to our nation's progress towards greatness. I now officially bring this function to a conclusion, congratulating Daniel and Professor Edda Gashukia for this phenomenal achievement. It is nothing short of a miracle from a kindergarten of 20 to a whole ecosystem of education that includes a chartered university is no mean achievement. Congratulations. And congratulations again. While I waited, this function was supposed to start at 11. So I was ready at 11. Then I asked, okay, can we proceed with the function? I was told Daniel and Professor Gachukia have not arrived. And I said, you know, with age, you can get away with anything. And there was no way that this function would either be postponed or whatever, because you deserve this moment. You have earned this moment because of your tremendous contribution, not just education, but to the progress of our country. I'm very, very proud today that in a very small way, I have become part of your history by the honor that you have received and by signing this charter. It is a privilege for me and my very best wishes as you steer this university in the future. I know Jendai Fraser very well. She's a very capable professional, a lady of tremendous outstanding, picking up from a very senior professional from Kenya with a distinguished career, Mr. Kiboro here. So I am very sure that Riara University is in very good hands, both at the strategic leadership level of the founders and at the management level of the people who will be involved in the running of this university. I look forward to working with you, and the government of Kenya, as I have said, will be at hand to support you and to assist you. Commission for University Education will provide the necessary guidance. I'm sure the Ministry of Education will work with you on all the other issues to make sure that we deliver quality education to the people of Kenya that is affordable, that is accessible, and that is relevant. So thank you very much. Congratulations again, and my very best wishes.
I'll request that we all be upstanding as we conclude this particular function.